All right, guys, so I just want to share with you a really exciting thing. We've actually had a sighting of a wild animal. It is hard to find. They're hard to actually get pictures of, but we have done it here on Freeze Garage. You'll know him as Tim Freeze.
All right, guys, so today we're doing some front end work. We're fabricating the tie rods, putting some hiding joints in, and we already got it measured out. Showed you a little bit of that. So I'm gonna cut this, and then we're gonna try and fit it up and see how it looks. And then I don't know, should be good.
Alrighty, so what I'm doing is I'm measuring tie rods, trying to get them all lightened out so I can cut them. And then once that happens, I will cut them and hopefully weld them on. And then we will get going. This is my first time, so I'm just kind of guessing how to do this all, but double check, make sure I didn't move anything.
Oh, you're just using that for measurement?
Well, I was trying to do it by myself, but
Not me, but you're just using that bolt for measurement?
yeah.
Okay. You got these just where you want them?
That's what I'm gonna double check.
Okay. Where are you going? In here?
Yeah, I went under.
Oh, but you're going to the inside of the brake drum?
Yep.
Okay.
So 58 and 9/16.
Okay.
Get off that one. Okay. 58 and 7/8. So we're 3/16 off.
So it could come out a little bit, right? Come out a 16th?
Yeah, one.
Yep.
So I would just make it a 16th longer then, right?
So we're making an 1/8 longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Yep.
4-foot quarter is what it's saying.
Okay. And you got this is halfway in, right?
No, it's further in than half.
Oh, okay.
But I gave it half an inch of an adjustment.
Yep.
So you should be able to take it in a
Yeah.
whole inch,
Right.
which should be more.
More than enough.
It has plenty of.
Yeah, that should be plenty.
So 4 foot.
And 1/8. Okay. All right, what do you got there?
These are Heim joints.
And I believe that your gold ones are your left-hand threads, and the silver ones are right-hand threads.
Okay.
So I would measure that, put it in the center.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is
thinking.
that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you doing this?
So these are Heim joints, right? So we're making tie rods out of them, and so what you want to do is make. You're kind of guessing where the alignment is, and so we'll end up measuring out the tires and getting it close to where it's towed in an 1/8.
Within or less, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then once it's there, we'll set it to where these are half in and half out, and that way when we go get it aligned, they'll have plenty of adjustment to make it go straight ish. Alright guys, so this is kind of what this bar is going to look like when it's finished. Except for there will be a weld here and a couple holes here that we plug weld. And then, yeah, but we beveled it. You can see we beveled it. And this side's beveled too a little bit. And that way when you weld in there, it kind of creates a valley and so it penetrates the metal better, and so it just creates a better weld, and so hopefully it will last until something else goes, I guess. So, yep, making progress.
We are getting ready to do some welding. Actually, Tim's going to fire up the TIG welder and do your first ever TIG welding right here.
Yep.
So I'll flip the camera around so you can see that. But why are we getting you some practice on this TIG welder?
So we can weld the steering, because I want to try to TIG weld the steering instead of MIG weld, just because.
Because we need to practice.
Yeah,
we need
'cause
to
we
do
can.
it. Yeah, and it'll look better.
Yep.
And it's on the tie rods, so it'll make it look a lot better with the heim joints and all that, make it look fancy. So we want to have good welds. So that's what we're doing. Tim's going to do some practice on that, and then shortly we're going to be showing you guys some video of us actually putting the front end together on this, we already have the front end. We're going to put the tie rods in and have it all done. And our battery is about dead on the camera, so this isn't going to work at all. I'll go get another battery. All right, guys, so I just want to share with you a really exciting thing. We've actually had a sighting of a wild animal. It is hard to find. They're hard to actually get pictures of, but we have done it here on Freeze Garage. You'll know him as Tim Freeze, but I actually caught him working today without the camera on. So I've come out to double check and make sure that the camera is on and it's working, and you will be the beneficiary of getting to watch Tim work while I'm inside doing some stuff inside. So you guys got to let me know if you see him working and he isn't recording it. Please put in the comments, you know, we need to see more from Tim, and we'll try and keep track of that for you. All right, thanks for watching.
All right, guys. So we got the front end going together. We got all the hind joints ready. We cut the bars and we drilled holes in them so we can plug weld them. I got both of those done. So now we're on to welding them, and then we'll get everything ready and put them on. So just have to weld them. Easy as that. All right, guys, we got all those welded up. Now it's time to grind them down and get them ready to put back on. We'll grind them down, grease them, and then we're final install. Well, then we should paint them, but we're not doing that until we know it works. All right, guys, you can see that we got it all grinded. Right there, they're all grinded, ready. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get them all mocked up, and then we're gonna end up cutting these, because you can see down here. No, maybe you can't. Down here, here's one. We have these, right? So it's got a taper right here, and that's so it goes in the tie rod. So it'll go right in the tie rod hole, and then so we don't have to drill all these out. Just makes it easier, makes it so we don't have to replace everything if we want to go back to the factory. And then so we'll have to cut this because it's super long. So we just got to figure out how long we want it, cut them off, and then bolt it on, and then we should be done. Except for painting it, but yeah, should be to the home stretch.
All right, guys, that's it for today. Tim and I are all wrapped up here on the front end, and he's got a ton of work done, and it looks awesome. So I'm gonna have him show it to you real quick, and then we'll start making a plan for the next thing that we're gonna do. So what'd you get done?
So we put the steering box on. You can see brand new, and then we made the control or the tie rods with the heim joints. We still gotta paint them, but that'll come later. Took longer than I thought it would, but it turned out pretty good. So that will be it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time.